Hello, welcome. My name is Mistaken and I am atoning for somebody's sins of the past. I don't know whose sins, but they were definitely not mine because I've always been a most responsible Thaumcraft user. But atone we must and survive in this purple infected world. Today might well be a good day to die because I have decided to go out to the surface. That's because I had a bit of a conversion. You know, I kept saying, oh, I don't want to look into Flaxbeard's Steam, it looks too complicated, etc, etc. Well, I think I've been an idiot, because what's really holding me up in developing in getting full clockwork armor and proper tools is the lack of gold. And Flaxbeard's Steam lets you make brass, which is what I need for these tools, without gold, with just copper and zinc, which seem to be quite plentiful here. But to do that, to start on Flaxbeard Steam, we need some clay, which is something I don't have right now. And I could make clay konia, which is the botania flower that gives you clay, but I believe that requires a feather. Oh no, it requires a mushroom, and I don't have any mushrooms. So I think, plus I'm just getting cabin fever, you know, I've been cooped in this little box for days on end. Well, I've gone on mining, and also I've cut out another room for myself, because this top room really is sort of going to be the farm mostly, so I will move the technical stuff downstairs and perhaps do some magic when I eventually get to it. But yes, I want to go briefly to the outside and try not to die, which is the best that one can do. The reason I'm not going yet is because, as you can see, it's still night. I did dig out the passage. If you remember, we came sort of in here through the middle, but that was really a stupid idea because I don't want to put a pillar up here, so I cut out another passage up there. Yes, so basically I'm just waiting for daylight. One thing I have been vaguely considering doing, which I might do now, actually, is the clayconia flower. Well, actually, I don't know. Not the clayconia. I can't make the clayconia. The ring of magnetization. So this is a really useful botania ring, and what it basically does is it draws all stuff to you so that you don't have to run around picking stuff up. And assuming I have enough mana to make the mana steel, what it needs is basically 9 pieces of iron and a piece of gold and some glass. Well, actually, do I have enough glass? I suspect all the glass I had I chiseled. Well, actually, maybe I can unchisel it. Let's see. Glass, where are you? Did I use it all up? Here we go. Don't know whether the unchiseling works, but let's see. That looks like normal glass. Will this give us glass panes? Look at that. Yes, so while I'm waiting for things to get light over there, they are actually starting to, so I'd better get a move on this. Yeah, I now feel quite stupid that I've spent all this time wasting gold on brass when I could have done it the other way, but there is a first time for everything. Now, what's the matter? Oh, this. Can I do this? Yes, I can. Why is it so obstinate? Was it like this? Yay, look at that, ring of magnetization. It's just one of those small Botania things that makes life just a little bit easier. Okay, and now that we've got light, let's see what it's like upstairs. One thing that's quite cool is that because we've converted the surrounding area to plains, and because I set up right under a tree, I still have this tree left. Okay, I will now try to make a run for it. It will not be pretty. But what I want to do is, I don't really want to go very far away, but just go somewhere where it's outside of those taint swarms. Oh, I wish I had the Sojourner's belt, sash, which makes you run really fast and makes movement very easy. But that is going to require a nether trip. The other thing I want to get, look at this, I'm already under attack by several of those bastards, it seems. Yes. Oh god. Ah! Jesus Christ, can't you just leave me alone? Okay, tainted goo is not good, but it's better than the alternative, I guess. I mean, just look at this place, it's absolutely horrific. Oh, but I think we're making it to a place that looks like it's untouched by the swarms. I don't really want to run away too far, is the other thing. The other thing I wanted to do was get a bit of grass. It's quite interesting, but it seems that if you cut it with shears, it still drops all the stuff that you want from it. Okay. A little bit of fertilizer would be most welcome. The ring of magnetization. This is just so excellent. Okay, you wanna fight? Let's fight. It's just so difficult to know where to hit them because they're so... But practice makes perfect. Right, I'll be quite happy to go back home now. Oh, look, except... Look, there is a witch's circle. Okay, I'm just gonna... I could never resist these places. I'm just gonna have a very quick look. Try not to die. And then try to get back home. La 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 la. Okay, pretty useless. But you don't know until you try, do you? Okay, where is home? This is an interesting question. I saw a bit of greenery there. I'm just gonna, I have a waypoint for home, but of course idiotically I turned it off. I can see bits of green, and what that is magic biome, so there must be a pure node, and it's turning the area around it. It's turning the area around it into a magic biome, so it's untainted. Right, lovely spider trees, but I'm just not gonna risk it. Oh, and here we are, basically a gauntlet of swarm shit. 183 meters to go. Will we make it? I don't know. It's not looking good, although I must say nothing is hitting me at the moment, so who knows? Ah! Well, at least I'm not getting the spiders. The spiders would be even worse, I think. Look at that, 80 meters. Run, run, mistaken. I don't know whether sprinting is disabled in this pack or something, but I don't seem to be doing it very well. Okay, now where is my hole? Where is that nice little hole that I dug for myself? Look at that. I have actually made it. How fantastic is this? Okay, I am going to celebrate slowly, do a happy dance, and I will be with you when I've calmed down and sorted my stuff out. Okay, so I'm back. I am now calm and back to my normal, non-triumphant, negative self. I've moved the clockwork face stuff down here because, well, mostly I'm gonna be working on it here. I will probably move the chests with all the metal, at least the ones with the metal, down to this room as well. But let's start working. So I baked some of the clay. I hope I did enough. Some of the clay that we made into bricks, and the first thing I'm gonna do is a crucible, which is where we're gonna make the brass. We're gonna cook the brass. The next thing I believe is you need a place and mold that, well, it's weird because there are two things called mold. Like this is, I think, called, oh, this is a blank mold. So basically you make this into an ingot shape, an ingot mold. It's sort of like the cast in Tinker's Constructs, and you put that here, and the crucible is going to pour the molten brass into it and give you ingots. And you can make ingots or plates. I think plates are more economical, but plates are only used by this mod, whereas ingots are used by everything else, obviously. And I think that might be enough. Now the only other thing is that you require a heat source, and I'm sure you can use lava. I don't know if you can use a torch. That would be kind of weird if you could. So I'm not, because I've forgotten to get, I mean, I can go downstairs and get a lava bucket, but I've sort of forgotten to do that, so I'll try it with the torch, just because I can't be bothered to run downstairs looking for lava. One thing I forgot to make, which is we need another mold, and we need I think it's called a carving table. No. I think it's a carving table that will carve the patterns that we need into the mold, and I think it's made like this. Yes, look at that. It's like I've been using this mod all my life. Let's stick that. I saw some. Okay, I probably needs this. It's just I saw some iron, and even though I've been pretty happy with the amount of iron I've been getting, I am actually worried that I will start running out of it, because I'm using, the clockwork face thing does use a lot of resources. So yes, the other thing I'm thinking is that I really need to start prettifying the rooms. Survival is all very good, but there's no point surviving if your surroundings are so shitty looking, so I'll try and remake the walls, and I'm thinking of sort of using marble and limestone or something, I don't know. It will be difficult to get color with the resources we have, but one can try. So from what I know, what I've seen is you drop 6 of these in, and this is just letting me know that the candle isn't gonna do it, isn't it? So I am going to go and get some lava, and because I'm definitely going to get lost downstairs and finding the lava, etc, etc, and it will be massively frustrating, I'm going to cut here and rejoin you once I have my bucket of fuel. Okay, I found the lava, I poured it under the crucible, and hopefully now it's all warm and cozy and we can begin brass making. So we drop 6 of these in and 2 of the zinc. And look at that, we have brass. Now to make... yes, I forgot this. We need to make an ingot mold or cast, which we do by clicking on this until we get an ingot shape, which is here. And we close this, and then we click on this to pour the brass into the mold. And there we go, a brass ingot. Now this is actually going to get, and you need an empty hand to click on, this is actually going to be rather boring. Better than walking around mindlessly mining looking for gold and not finding any, but hey mate, where is my brass? Oh, I do have it. It's a ring of magnetization. I pick things up so quickly I don't even notice them. I do wonder how much brass this will give me, but it's looking quite good because there's 5 ingots and there's still some brass in the crucible, so yeah, I really need to automate this ASAP. Which I think you just need to give this a redstone signal, and if you put a hopper underneath this, it will automatically now it will automatically take them out. Okay, now this is empty. Oh, and we got 8 ingots. That is pretty damn good. Right, now this must be rather boring for you to watch, so I think I'm gonna stop soon, but my plan is basically to make brass, make myself a hat. Oh look, I lost the hat in the Taint Swarm battles. Make myself a hat, maybe improve the rest of the armor, add some more gears, etc. in there, and also make myself a sword, because I don't think this stone baby is doing much. And the pick is much better than a stone pick, so the You'd think the sword would be as well. I also need to go up there and cut down that great wood tree and get the saplings. Get some saplings from it. But there is just one more thing I wanted to show you, which is the reason why I was quite keen to get the grass with shears, because I believe if we just do a mana infusion, we get pasture seeds, and pasture seeds are just the thing you need to spread greenery. Wow, that's spreading quite quickly. Okay, I'm gonna do one here. I could have just removed the stone and made that pass on, but who could be bothered? Right, so this is now looking much friendlier, I think. Okay, I will cut down that tree. Well, it could be vaguely dangerous, but hopefully not much, because if the swarms attack me, I'll just retreat in here. Even though there is a 2-hole left open, I don't think they can pass through that. And I haven't forgotten obviously the spawner and the plans for it. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to involve a lot of obsidian. So with my magic clockwork pickaxe, I am now working on slowly gathering the obsidian I need for it. But I think that's it for this episode. Oh, look, on the minimap I've just seen a squid. That's nice. But I think I will investigate that later. I think that's it for this episode, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. I am really enjoying this pack, I just love it. And I'll see you soon.